With the signing of this bill, I hope that June 19th will serve as a moment of reflection for everyone here in the islands and across the country to remember where we've come from, but most importantly, to be inspired to move our country and our community forward in search of that more perfect union where we treat everyone equally each and every day.
When I launched Hawaii for Juneteenth in June of 2020, I knew I had a long road ahead of me, but I always believed that it would lead to this moment here today because I know where I come from. I know that Hawaii is a melting pot of diversity. I know that we welcome and celebrate all minority communities. And I know that we have always stood on the forefront of speaking out against racial and social injustice. By teaching our future generations the history of our country, by teaching them Juneteenth, we are giving them the information they need to understand our past, see how it affects our present, and use it to change our future. By forever acknowledging and memorializing Juneteenth, I'm so honored, it's so hard for me to speak on this. By forever acknowledging, memorializing Juneteenth, we are helping to move our society forward towards a more vibrant and inclusive Hawaii. I'm honored to stand here today as Governor Ige signs SB 939 into law, making this Juneteenth the first official Juneteenth recognized by the state of Hawaii.
Senate Bill 939 is now law in the state of Hawaii as Act 53. Congratulations.
Today's ceremony represents a long overdue recognition of a watershed moment in history. On June 19th, 1865, news of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Galveston, Texas, and 250,000 Black Americans were freed in that state alone. Juneteenth both commemorates the end of slavery in the United States and celebrates the contributions of Black Americans upon whose labor the country as we know it was built to our nation's history. While Juneteenth is a time to reflect on the past, it is also an opportunity to recommit to a more just and equal future. On June 19th of this year, the first June 19th day of observance in Hawaii, please take time to consider the ways in which the promises embodied in the Emancipation Proclamation, particularly the promise for those who were enslaved to be thenceforth and forever free, have not been met